Hi, so in this video I want to show using the notebookLM version of our project. So here, I don't know if you've seen notebookLM before, but basically what it is it's a Google product. It's free. You can go to notebooklm.google.com and you can sign up. You have to sign up with your home Gmail account because we don't have access through the school FIT Gmail. But basically, once you're in, it's an app so that you can load up a bunch of sources, and the sources can be like PDFs or YouTube videos or almost anything like that. PowerPoints probably work as well too. And those are called sources, and you can add in a ton of those. I think you might be able to do up to 300. I don't know. At first it was only 20, but now it's quite a few. At any rate, once they're loaded up, you can click on them, and the ones that you click on, you can then chat about. So in the middle, there's a chat window which is powered by Gemini, probably Gemini 2.5, probably. And so if you have the context established by clicking on the documents over here that you want to talk to the LLM about, then it'll just focus on those. So say, for example, if I go down here and I wanted to summarize this grant narrative document down here, and you can click on the document over here and you can kind of see what's in it. So let's say we wanted that to be summarized, kind of very compactly or whatever. So you click that one source on and you say, can you summarize this doc in one paragraph or whatever. Or you could ask it to outline it or whatever it is you want to do with it, or ask you questions about it or whatever. Well, that's a pretty long paragraph. Can you make it even shorter? It's a little too long for me. Okay, better, right? So here's the summary. And this was the grant phase 2 project narrative. So this is the idea. This was the kind of the idea that we proposed to SUNY to get the grant. So, okay, so you can summarize things and kind of look at things. So what we have over here is, this one over here is actually a document that's a kind of a summary on its own. And where I got that was over here in this reports area. So in addition to the sources over here and the chat window in the middle, there's this thing called Studio over on the right. And both of these sidebars you can open and close, by the way, like that. So these sidebars. So, okay, so the Studio sidebar has a bunch of things you can create. The audio interview overview will just take all of your sources that are clicked and make a podcast out of them. This is great, by the way. So a year ago when this product started, it was the podcast that kind of made it go viral. It's two people talking, and they're really engaged, and they always make your sources sound really positive or whatever. So, like, one thing you can do is upload your resume, and then they'll make this really charming podcast about your resume. There's also a video overview, which is also I made this one using all the sources as well. Then there's a mind map tool, which will take whatever sources are selected and make you a little graphic display of things. So over here, if I come down here and just say, select this narrative here and then say make a mind map out of that, it'll just use that one document to make a mind map out of. And so mind maps can be kind of nice. They just sort of, okay, so here's the phase 2 grant. This is the different parts to it, and kind of goes out like that and kind of shows each of the different parts to it. Or there's actually a pretty big one for just a small document like that. But okay, anyway, you get the idea, and you can explore the mind map stuff sort of on your own if you want to. I'm going to play a little bit of the audio overview that was created. It's really great. It's they really kind of have a nice way of summarizing things, and it always sounds really great.
Mind-blowing, really. But the really cool part, repo, some really interesting. There's Yahoo Finance grabbing data using their ticker symbols.
It's a massive leap forward from copying and pasting.
Huge. But just grabbing the data, that's only step one.
Yeah.
Right? Because here's the kicker. Companies don't all call the same thing by the same name.
Yeah, that's a classic problem.
Net revenue here might be net sales over there. So you can't just compare them directly.
They're kind of
which
corny,
leads to this
but
crucial step.
Very effective.
Standardization.
They're very good. So,
They had to make sure
Okay, so that's the audio overview, and then there's also this. Let's get rid of that mind map that we made. I don't need that, right? Is that the mind map? Yeah. Okay, and let's get rid of this one too. Okay. And let's play the video one. Oh, this is the video one. So it makes little slides, kind of mock slides. They're not the greatest, but still.
Today, we're diving into a project that's totally changing the game for financial analysis. We're talking about shifting from mind-numbing data hunting to literally just having a conversation with an AI. So if you've ever tried to compare two companies, you know exactly what this looks like, right?
And like it just says really.
Could create an interactive calculator, and it immediately tells a story about their different strategies.
Went down
You
here
see, Walmart has this tiny profit margin, but they turn over their assets like crazy. That's their classic high volume, and creating these incredibly connectors. They act like
images from some of our slides. So if there are slides
just slow.
available.
Seriously,
Yeah,
no more
like here,
spreadsheets.
This is from
And
the
it's not
talk
just
we gave
that.
last
There's
Friday.
another, because this technology isn't services. It's a huge step
Anyway, it's
towards.
quite good. So I'll leave it up to you to play around with it. If you want to make other ones, feel free to make other ones. You can kind of make individual ones, I think, if you just select on a few. And you can also go in and prompt the overviews, too, so that they're brief or critique or debate. You know, and you can make it shorter or longer. I think we just had the default link there, but you can make a longer one if you want to. So feel free to play around with that stuff. It's really kind of quite captivating, I think. And then down here, so everything over here on the right-hand side, is called a note. And so this to-dos list right here for me is just a note. And so you can create notes and kind of leave them over here is the thing. And so we may do that. And if you like your note enough and you want to convert it to a source, you can use this button right here, or this option, and it'll make it a source. So one thing you can do is just kind of click around on various things. Like let's get a little summary of the Claude Code videos that I just made yesterday. So can you, and it gets the summaries of these from the transcript. It's not actually looking at the videos. So I guess eventually they'll make it so that you can actually look at the videos, or because Gemini is multimodal and it can actually look at the videos. But right now it's just using the transcripts, I think. So, okay, so this is, an overview of those 3 videos or whatever. And you can also, use the canned prompts down here. What does the init command do when you're in Claude Code? And this is going to give you some kind of way of, how do you exit Claude Code? Yeah, sure. This is Claude Code, really. Got a little bit of it wrong there. /exit is the way to get out. How do you resume a conversation? So it does a pretty good job of summarizing the videos as long as the transcript is, pretty clear and complete, I guess. What's a Claude MD file? So a good question, too. It's just it's the way that Claude summarizes your project when you're working with Claude Code. At any rate, so it's really kind of well worth playing around with. I certainly learn a lot just by playing around with it, to be honest. So we'll try to use it in our project, and we'll set up to-dos for everyone so that they can just kind of come here and sort of do it. The current list of videos is here, and here's the ones. I have a ton of videos, but I think it's just this list of 2, 4, 7, 9, 12. There's 12 of them, I think, are kind of essential for what we're doing this time. All right. Have fun. Let me know if it works out for you. And if you need me to show you anything in here, I can always show you stuff as well.